Chances are when you were a youngster, you had one of those little toy watercolor sets that you loved for a few hours, maybe days. Well, that wasn't the case for an artist named Emery Franklin. In fact, he's had a passion for painting that grows every day of his life. Here's Ken Wilshire at his artist studio in Arlington.
It's one of the most beautiful things in the world to see that blank canvas. And I might just sit there for like 30 minutes and say, okay, what's for to come next? My mom bought me a paint set. I think I was about 5 or 6. And she bought me that, and I was like, wait a minute, I like this.
Emery Franklin was driven to draw at an early age, and painting quickly became his passion. It gave him the hope and strength he needed to realize his dreams.
I knew that this is a gift, and if I just use this gift and don't get like I'm better than nobody else, just know that this is my gift. From there, I just started just getting better and better and better. That was good. When I first started painting, I was dealing with people's faces. I love to see people's faces, because you see people's faces all the time, but when you draw a person, you actually go into them. Then I started doing a lot of jazz pictures. I want the person to actually hear the music, but see the picture. That certain picture is going to be so good that they can actually hear the music.
The music is so rhythmical in this painting, the fellow even has the microphone stand dancing to his seductive serenade.
The microphone is actually moving and dancing. I love that picture. I love it.
And on another wall, one can hear a more stately "Hail to the Chief," setting the tone for a stunning presidential portrait.
As a matter of fact, that picture has never been in a gallery yet. It's always been in my own gallery.
It's a gallery of art, played by an ensemble of musicians performing on canvas.
Now I'm into landscapes, I'm into abstract, so I'm like 4 painters in one.
Well, Emery's 4 different styles of painting do make profound statements on every canvas he creates, like this woman playing the violin while there's a rain cloud over her house.
Yeah, just on one house, and so if you can move away from where you at, and you can say, hey, the sun is shining. Let me just get away from this cloud or this bad feeling and go and find the sun.
And play some music.
And play some music.
The artist and his art are filled with positive energy, feelings, and emotions, and this is exactly what Emery wants to express. Emery also has vision. In fact, he wanted a daughter so much, he even painted a portrait of her, a year before she was born.
And when my little girl was born, it's like it was identical. It's so spooky to people like, but how you do that? I said, because I wanted her so bad. But when she came, it's like, hey, I done seen you before. I done seen you somewhere before,
And when he needs an inspirational break, he has his own ways to relax. Whether it's taking a walk in a nearby park with his wife, Robbie, or just picking up a rod and reel to see what's nibbling in the lake behind his house.
This is like the best job you can ever have. I basically have the best of our world.
So what's next for Emery? He wants to make sure others have the same opportunities he had, especially kids growing up like he did.
I want to have me a school where I can take young children and show them how to paint, how to draw, to go back in that rough part of town get these most geniuses, and then at the same time, just to teach them, you are a genius. Just because you was born on this part of town, that don't mean that you don't have the same God in you too. I want to show them how to change the way you think. Most people that live in the project never hear it's positive.
There's nothing pretentious about Emery. He openly expresses himself through his art and the positive way he lives his life. All he needs is a blank canvas, and there's no telling where he'll take us next.
If you can get a dream, hey, just don't stop dreaming. It will come true. Don't give up.